the inherent flaw with copperized track. The pickups. This is so beyond frustrating because it is almost so perfect. There it is. See, Livy? So one fix is just let it run and keep on pushing it across the gaps to wear in, because the copper does oxidize. You can still see, it still has some little flashes. What I did for here on that little guy, as you'll see, I'll worry about the prettifying the wiring later. We'll wait till he gets back over here and I'll show you. So this blue guy has two pickups, well one pickup on any side, one power pickup of two. I'll wait till he comes back and I'll show you. I love that guy, he's my first. He's my first monorail, monorail for a layout. So anyway, we'll just pull him off the track. So, turn him over, right upside down. You can see there's one for each side of the copper, 1, 2, none in the back. This guy, what I tried to do right now, it's flipping right over. You can see my two originals, 1, 2, and they're pretty worn out. Put 2 more in the back, and I plugged them in serial, so that guy and that guy are on this side, and that guy are on the other side. So basically, if this one loses connectivity, that one still has connectivity. So you'd have to lose both power pickups on one side or the other side for it to stop. I've been thinking about doing that for a very, very long time. I just never got around to it. But you can see how smoothly this one went around the entire layout. Let's put it back on. Of course, because they're using their braided wire, they can only go in one direction. If they go in the other direction, the braided wire will turn into a bird's nest. But look how smooth that is. Overall. And again, better than this guy here, because of the 2 power pickups. Again, this has been in my head for a stupid long time, but now that, Bricks in the Six is like, I think less than 2 weeks away, I decided to try to implement it now, which means that I'm rebuilding all my monorails before the show to get 2 power pickups, one in the front, one in the back, at least for these 2, that one and that one. And I got the main loop number 1, done, all copperized. Some of it's brand new copper, and some of it is really old copper that was sitting in my bin and therefore heavily oxidized. So, but now loop 1 is completely copperized, loop 2 is completely copperized, and loop 4 is completely copperized. Loop 3, which is the one that goes up the ramp through the train station, the monorail station, and around the top layer of the tower, is not copperized because I'm unsure right now how well the pickups are going to work going up and down those ramps. And so this guy's going to be controlled by an RCX, that guy's going to be controlled by an RCX, that guy's going to be controlled by the RCX, and the train's going to be controlled by an RCX. So that's four moving vehicles, 3 monorails, and 1 train are going to be controlled by the RCX or the train controllers, because that's what's running this thing right now. And then again, this is something you cannot do with a monorail. You cannot slow it down. You cannot slow it down. Slow. Stop. Back up a bit. You cannot do that with an unmodified monorail. What you could do is you can do power functions and a battery, which could do the same thing, because power functions will do exactly like this, and all the latest and greatest Bluetooth stuff, I'm sure somebody's already adapted to run the monorail. But I wanted to get away from battery boxes. And you can see, here's the battery box for that guy, and you can see there's no battery box on it. And look, it's just going merrily around all by itself and fully in control, and then it stops. And so if I put the RCX on it, it'll stop at the various stations. So the plan, the backtrack is on the outside of the monorail station in the tower, but the inside is inside the station, obviously. And so I wanted to stop there. I wanted to come around here. I wanted to stop here. I wanted to go around all the way around, stop in the monorail station, and then stop at the habitat. That's what the RCX is going to do. And the power lead into it is going to be here, not this one, because this one has the zombified wire. That's why I put the masking tape on it to keep the two wires separate, because they're all completely exposed. And I haven't, again, 2 weeks to the show, I haven't got that fixed yet. But the power sensor, the power connection is going to be here, because the other two power connections for the other two loops are also here. And I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put the light sensor to know where the monorail is at all times. But just look at this thing just going merrily along, all by itself, without any problem whatsoever. I think the two pickups, the two sets of pickups, is the solution for 98% of my problem with the copper. The other 2% is the fact that when you take it apart, these, as I said, the monorail that's over, the copper that's overlapping down here in the seams often gets loose because it doesn't stick to the monorail track on the vertical surfaces, only on the horizontal surfaces, which again for me is a bit of a deficiency, but I can live with that as long as a monorail like is moving. So I do have to rebuild that guy to have the two sets of power pickups. I have to rebuild this guy so it has the two sets of power pickups. This guy's going to be a little more difficult because the interior is pretty much, because with all the lighting and everything, there's a lot of wires inside these guys. A lot of wires inside this one. But I'm going to do it. And so I got some work cut out for me in the next couple weeks. I am happy I got this loop done, full of monorail. I mean copperized monorail track. People who in the future inherit my monorail track are not going to be happy with me. The tape does come off and there is no permanent damage to the monorail track, but you're going to have to use Gunk Be Gone or whatever, because the longer the copper's on there, the more the tape, the sticky part sticks to the monorail track and doesn't come off with the copper. But this is what I want to do, and so I'm doing it, and I'm not going to worry about what you guys have to put up with when I'm gone. That's your problem. So, and I plan on being here for 40 more years. So look at that go, just not having a problem at all. So there's where I am. I hope everybody out there is doing well. If I come up with something else, I might do a lights out shot with that thing going around. But we will see. Everybody stay safe, take care, and I will talk to you soon. Getting ready for Bricks in the 6 2023. I have now fully copperized the main monorail loop of my layout. It is now controlled by a 9-volt train controller. It will probably be controlled by an RCX at the show. Hope to see you there. You can see this live and in person. So the idea is that the monorail is going to stop here, which is right inside the monorail station. It's gonna, oh, this is going to be a long and boring video of it just going around the track. I'm trying to figure out if it's going to go this way or that way. So it's going to stop here at the rocket launch platform. This is something you can't do. Let's go. And it's going to stop way over here inside the train monorail station, and it's going to stop right here at the habitat. So this one's going to have 4 stops. I think that's going to be good. And I just have to time it. I have to get my RCX going. I have to figure out the timing from there to here to there and there. That's gonna be a short one, obviously. But that's gonna save on the motor because this thing isn't gonna be running all weekend. It's gonna be running, quote unquote, half the time. And that's gonna make me happier. And the fact that movement and stopping, not just slow, meticulous moving around the layout, but that it stops at stations, I think that's going to be an improvement to previous shows, because I have never done that before at a public show. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to take some programming, which I don't know if I'm going to get done between now and Bricks in the Six, but I'm going to bring my laptop with me and my RCXs and everything else, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. And if not, then it's just going to go round and round like this, and it's going to be connected to a train controller if the RCX doesn't work. This is what I wanted to get done to stop my need for batteries. So hopefully at this show, there's only going to be one monorail loop that'll need batteries, and that's just the top loop that goes around the top part of the station there. So I'm looking forward to this, where I'm not replacing batteries every 20 minutes. I'm looking forward to the show. I really am, and I haven't looked forward this much to a show since Brick Fete, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm looking forward to hanging out with my friends for a week, well, 4 days. I'm looking forward to the public day, Saturday and Sunday. I'm looking forward to lights out, really, because you know I might have something to show for that. And I want to give people a worthy show to see, a worthy display to see. And I want it to be different enough that people who have seen the layout 1,000 times already at every show I've been to will be impressed by the new stuff. The layout itself, overall, is gonna look pretty much similar. I've added some little things like the shuttle launch. But I have copperized this entire loop now, which was not copperized before. And I'm just gonna stand up for a sec and keep this video going, because I want to turn off the lights again. I'm gonna follow this guy around a little bit. I'm gonna zoom in, Right down really close. See the guys having a chit chat inside there. I love monorail. I don't know why they ever discontinued it. I hear the rumors and the speculations and even the quote-unquote official, but just look at this. Who could possibly have a problem with that? Look how smooth that is. Look how nice that sounds. You know, like the helicopter chasing it in like Mission Impossible. I'm gonna get myself demonetized. Like the DeLorean right there. Yeah, I'm happy with this guy. This is, again, I honestly can't even remember the first time I built this. It was that long ago. It was not with the existing layout that I have now. This is one of my oldest monorail trains. I built it. I think I built it pre-Sandy. So that's how long ago that was. 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago. But he's gone underneath a lot of... Ooh, that's even kind of neat. I'm getting dizzy just spinning around. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. This is entertaining me far too much. So everybody out there, stay safe, take care. And I will talk to everybody soon. Oh, just really quick, there's the entire loop. All that track had to be copperized, which is fun. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.